Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well. I'm super excited. This should be a really interesting battle. It's a viewer request that's been sitting in my to-do sheet for several weeks because I didn't know how to do it. And the request was, Cap, please do a big battle to show how good 5th gen aircraft are. So I've created that battle and let's see how it turns out. The first thing I had to do was choose two aircraft, the best 5th gen fighter and the best 4th gen fighter. The best 5th gen fighter, in my opinion, in-game, is the Raptor. In real life, you might argue maybe the F-35 Lightning is, and maybe it is, because of all its high-tech electronics. But in-game, 99% of that stuff's not modelled. In-game, the missile carrying capability, the radar cross-section, the kinematic ability of the Raptor are going to make it the best. Then 4th gen, why have I chosen an Su-35? Surely an Su-35 is not the best 4th gen. Well, it's difficult to decide. I mean, the Europeans, they're going to think their Eurofighter is best. The French are going to think the Rafale is the best 4th gen. The Swedish are going to think the Gripen's the best. The Americans are going to think their F-16, F-15, F-18's the best, and so on. But for what we're doing today, to be honest, there's not going to be a vast difference between them. And so, bearing that in mind, I've chosen a natural baddie, the Su-35. Today, we're going to see if we can have a major battle, all set up as fairly as we can, with a ratio of 1 5th gen to 5 or more than 5 4th gen, and see if the 5th gen can win. First, we need to do a bit of talking about the details to show you how we've got all this set up for it to mean anything. Otherwise, it's just a bunch of planes in the air and it's just entertainment. We want to do more than entertain you. So, first, the Raptor. We're using the F-22 GRV7. It's our version 7. Now, as ever, disclaimer, we don't take any credit for these. These are other people's mods. This is Grenelli's F-22. This is the guy's Su-35. We still don't know who you are because you haven't claimed it yet.
I think it's the flanker mod, guys.
Is it really? The code name, guys?
Yep.
What we do is we take them and we modify them to make them more realistic and to fit in our battles much better. In our V7 of the Raptor, our radar is our GR AESA radar, the closest we can get to a generic airborne AESA radar. The radar cross-section we've set as 0.0001 meters squared, meaning that a hostile airborne fighter-sized AESA radar can detect it and shoot it at 13.5 nautical miles plus or minus 5 miles. The beyond visual range missile it will be using today is the AIM-120D. The flight model and the damage model we've not touched. The Su-35 is our GR V7 as well. It's using our GR PISA radar. It's very similar to the AESA radar as we've got it set up, and to be honest, there's not going to be much difference between them. The radar cross-section is really the other end of the spectrum, 5 meters squared. Its long-range missile is going to be the R77-1 with a range of 60 miles. We've not had to touch the flight model or the damage model. A bit more about the missiles. We're using our GR pack that we're adding to at the moment. So why are we using AIM-120D instead of AIM-260, which is much better for the Raptor? Well, I want to make this a here and now fight, and AIM-260 is obviously a future missile. So AIM-120D. Max range, we've got it set up at 86 nautical miles. Russia. Why are we not using the R77M? Well, it's again not really in service yet. It's a futuristic missile. So we're going to use the best of what they're really likely to use in real combat, the R77-1 at about 60 nautical miles. To be honest, it doesn't matter anyway, because the longest range super flanker shot you're going to see today will be about 18 nautical miles because of the stealth ability of the Raptor. This will actually probably be better than the R77 anyway, because it can maneuver a lot better. You guys are asking us again when we can share this. I'm actually stuck at the moment with how I can share this. Now, here's the problem. We've created this missile pack and we're doing a lot of work and changing stuff at the moment. The problem is, if I just gave you these missiles, you can't do anything with them. You can't just add them to a plane and expect them to work. They don't. They require the planes to be massively modified. In fact, almost everything about the plane has to be modified for these missiles to work. And you can see what we've done is we've made 20 aircraft. These aircraft we use, we've taken other people's mods, we've created Grim Reaper's versions of them, and that allows them to link to our weapons and use them. Now, the problem is I can't just give all this stuff out. Why? Well, I can't give modified versions of other people's property mods out. It's obviously completely bang out of order. The only way I can think of doing it would be to produce conversion kits that convert other people's mods to the GR specification. Then they'll be able to use the weapons. Well, there are problems with that, in that that's becoming insanely complicated and we're struggling with it. And so it's basically on hold at the moment until we figure out how to do it. But that's where we are at the moment. It turns out it was a lot harder than we thought it was going to be. Okay, that's enough detail. Let's go and have a look at the battle today. So we're going to have 20 Raptors versus over 100 Su-35s. Raptors start from Cyprus, Su-35s from Syria/Israel. I had to think carefully when setting this out distances because fuel is all modelled in our sim. So I've chosen a beginning separation of 110 miles. That should allow a good solid fight with plenty of long range shots, but without the planes just running out of fuel and going limp. First, why don't we look at the Americans? 2 AWACSs up here and 20 Raptors. 18 of those are going to be AI set to max skill level and 2 are going to be human. Their loadout is what I would consider the best right now of 6 AIM-120Ds and 2 AIM-9X in its stealth configuration. Yes, I could make it carry more missiles by adding wing pylons and stuff like that, but you lose your stealth, and stealth is the most important asset of the Raptor. Don't worry, these pylons will not be there. The orders are very important. Today is going to be a real test of where DCS artificial intelligence is at the moment. Let me explain. All of these AI will take off sequentially. Their orders are to A, fire at max range. B, once they've used their long-range missiles, they are to RTB. When they RTB, and this is the first time we've used this tech, so it's going to be really interesting. We can't do this with carriers, but we can do this with airfields. Once they RTB, they will come back, they will land, they will taxi, they will shut down, they will rearm and refuel, then they will take off and do it all again. So this is the first time we've tried this tech in DCS. Will it work in mass multiplayer? I have no idea. It's almost impossible to test, so we're going to try it today. So to reiterate, take off, fire at their maximum range, which is pretty much what a stealth would do to keep itself as safe as possible. It's not going to use its sidewinders. I mean, it can if it needs to, but if it's going to go in close to use its sidewinders, it's going to get shot down. It's going to get outmaneuvered probably by a super flanker, and it will just get shot down. So it's going to do what a real Raptor pilot would do. Take off, get fast, fire its missiles, turn around, go home, rearm, go up, do it again, and survive. That's Raptor's job today. Humans, that's your job as well. Human Raptors today, because you've got such restricted airframes, to get 1 life only. So you're to take off, fire your missiles, RTB, land, rearm, do it again. Okay, guys? Now, before we move on from the Raptors, there's something really important I must point out. As of the latest version of DCS 2.81 something, there's a massive bug that's causing huge problems for AI. If you have an AI aircraft, any modern jet, it doesn't have to be a mod, and you set it to cap. For some reason now, if they are starting from parking or starting from ramp, it will ignore that first cap declaration. And what it will actually do is just take off and won't do anything. It will just turn around and come and land. It won't try and fight. This has caused me many hours of headache. The solution is you must take this aircraft, you must set its ROE to weapon hold when it starts. You must then take it off and you must send it to a waypoint about 10 miles off the end of the runway. At that waypoint, you will redeclare the cap. It will listen this time on waypoint 1. It won't listen on waypoint 0. It will listen on waypoint 1. And then set its ROE to weapons free. The ROE is there for the reason of forcing it to go through waypoint 1 to accept the redeclaration of cap. It is then a fighter jet and it will fight. If you don't do that, the planes won't fight. They'll take off, they'll just fly around each other and then they'll just fly home. Obviously, major bug. I've reported it for the core game developers and hopefully they'll fix it ASAP. It means we can't do things like carriers that are moving at the moment with AI on them because they won't go through those waypoints and it just won't work. It's all kind of broken down. But this, for now, is a bodge, so bear that in mind. I've put a SAM at this base here. It's a low-range SAM of about 10 miles. This is not a tactical game of SAM, so I've just done it to make sure that if the super flankers do get through, they can't just strafe guys on the base. Now, for the 100 plus Su-35s. The vast majority, of course, are AI. If I've done my maths right, there are 93 AI, which are all of them apart from this lower one here of humans. I'm just going to just zoom in on a random one. We've got AI, they're maximum skill level, they're set to maximum range launch. Once they've used their long-range missiles, they'll turn around, go home, rearm, refuel, and go up again infinitely. They've got the bodge again to make sure that they work with the new bug. They'll take off as soon as they can, and they'll fly and try and kill some Raptors. They have AWACS support. And finally, we've got our humans. Our humans are down here. There's going to be a whole bunch of them. It's probably 7 or 8, which will make up the 100 to give us the ratio of 5-1. Guys, 20 Raptors set as intelligently as we possibly can. versus 100 Su-35s over 100 miles away, plus a sprinkling of humans. Who's going to win?
Raptor.
How many missiles do all the Raptors carry?
They're not really going to use their Sidewinders because they're dead men if they do. They've got 6 each. So in their first batch of missiles, 120. So with a 100% PK, probability of kill, they could do this. Are they going to get 100% PK? No way. Most of those missiles will miss because their flankers are good aeroplanes. The only way they can win it is to do at least one RTB, land, rearm, refuel, and come back up. Can they do that?
Presume the flankers have the ability to go after the AWACSs too, don't they?
Yep, why not?
I would say that the flankers might actually have the upper hand here, simply because of the numbers game.
Huh.
That's what I was thinking. I think it numbers over...
We can lob so many missiles, sure, but are all those going to hit? No. All the flankers have to do at this point is evade the missiles and then continue to push.
I'm going to count that.
AI is going to also fire at the same targets.
There is that Simba, however, I've made the AI so that they take off at 60-second intervals. If you see, I've put this trigger system here to specifically mean that they don't all fire at the same target. There will be some overlap, and that would happen with humans as well. It's not just an AI thing. Target deconfliction on this scale is literally impossible. But I've mitigated it as best I can. But yeah, fair comment. To come back to Grump's thing, no, there's no way you're going to kill all of those planes, but just remember, you don't really have to kill them all per se. You send them cold enough times, they'll run out of fuel, and they'll have to RTB, and, you know, it takes 20 minutes to RTB and refuel and stuff, so just bear that in mind. All right, let the battle commence.
All right, I say we at least send a 4-ship after the AWACSs and just fly long and south around the end, because you're going to lure Violet or way out of the battlefield and run her out of gas. And with the numbers, you guys can then spread out and try and box her in.
Bardet'll go for it. Yeah, I was going to go north along the mountains and then up, but yeah, south and up is fine.
Like, we're just going to send 4 south around the end.
Oh, you want to go south and up? I thought we go north and like use the mountains until we get to nearly the airport.
No, so the 4-ship, let's go out to Victor Bravo.
Low level or high level?
On our way from Victor Bravo, we're going to end up splitting into 2 ships, if that makes sense.
We should have enough fuel to do that low level.
All right, Violet, biggest thing here is going to be discipline. Yep. So keep that in mind whenever you're doing your engagements. We are going to want to maintain BVR. Do not get into the merge. And also watch your fuel. Our primary motion today, since we have humans in the south, we're going to want to go up north and then push over east and start taking them out from the north down. So we're going to take off, we're going to go over Cyprus until we start getting to the eastern horn, and we'll start lobbing out missiles from that direction, try and get some kills on that axis, and then come back in RTB. We'll be making sure nobody gets within 40 miles.
Yep.
If you're within 40 miles, immediately egress.
The Raptors are Grump and Violet. Super flankers are these guys here. The map will, for these guys, be set to fog of war, so they will see only what their AWAC sees, whereas I can see everything. I'm listening to the comms of the Reds, but I obviously won't cheat. The other guys are on their own. Here we go, humans. Wow, someone's already fired missiles. Oh, no, it hasn't. It's just the name of the thing. It's the name of the thing. God, that could be ugly, wouldn't it? Right, let's go and look for some 93 or 94 AI super flankers today. We've also lost access to our server machine, so I'm having to host this myself, which is a problem. Looking at Grump and Violet, they're just doing their planning still.
All right, Grump rolling.
Violet rolling.
Coming off burner, turning right to 360.
AI Raptors going up now.
Simba, are you doing Operation Lights Out?
Yep. I mean, that won't really matter. Oh, yeah. Never mind. I hear what you got.
I'll follow you.
Yeah, I picked it up. I'm just slow.
You don't have to be coy, guys. They can't hear you, remember? You can say whatever you want.
Simba, are you going after the AWACSs?
Yes, Operation Lights Out, a.k.a. the AWACSs, a.k.a. I'm slow.
Yeah, you got it.
out of the cans.
Does it make sense to ripple missiles at the 22s?
To be honest, if you get a chance to shoot at them, just be happy with it. If you get within 20, you'll need to get within 20 miles to shoot a Raptor. I would probably just put everything I've got into it because you probably won't get another chance to shoot one.
Lights out, heading 265. We're gonna climb to 10,000 on our altitude number.
Oh, it's exciting, valued viewers. We've spent months getting these mods to work to our specification so that they all work, and I'm super chuffed. We're just about there now.
Radar off for now.
Affirm.
Yeah, I mean, they'll see you guys
You ain't
anyway.
gonna see anything anyways.
Their AWACS will see you anyway, so they'll know exactly where you're going, what you're doing. You'll be on their data link. Let's go and have a look at this guy here. Remember, valued viewers, fuel is very much modelled, and it's modelled pretty realistically in game as long as the planes are set up well. So, with this guy's afterburner, he can go for, I don't know, 7 minutes, 8 minutes before we run out of fuel. Everyone's going to be very careful today.
Simba, I'm gonna head north with Fly.
Roger.
This base is now operating, taking off. Off you go, guys. Woo. Pretty much the whole base here is taken off. There must be a proper real-life QRA base. This base is up and running. 4 minutes into the game. Oh, look at this base. This base is shredding them out. Look how, look, they're intermingling. They're, you know what I mean? Coming from different angles. That's quite cool. Go, super flanker.
What was that maneuver there, Simple?
No, that was the. I'm looking at the F10 map maneuver.
You are allowed that. Check my guys down here.
It's not necessarily the red air, it's the red aircraft.
Oh god, the server, the server's just crashed. Oh!
We're conning.
No, it's back.
You blacked out.
Sorry about that. That was server. That was my fault. I don't know why it was loading a bunch of terrain. The thing with me being the server valued viewers, it's a dangerous game and it can easily crash. RC has got our server and he's moved house and I can't get hold of him anymore. We're stuck without a server. Now this is interesting what these two are doing. What do you think they're doing? You tell me what you think they're doing. They're doing a thing for some reason.
Got contacts on the scope, multiple. Guerrilla group looks like 0, 9, or 5.
Yep.
Okay, up at Angels 30. Aloft. Now I'm probably going to STT these targets, wait about 20 seconds shots just to get those missiles in, and then let AWACS take over. And then going to go from there. Alright, blowing out 30,000, 0, 9, or 5. I'm going to have you focus on that guerrilla group middle. I've got this set out to the left. I'm going to focus on them.
Copy. Got the front of the guerrilla group locked.
Distance between AI fronts. Remember, these guys can shoot these guys at 90 miles away pretty much, or nearly, depending on parameters. These guys can only shoot these guys at less than 20 miles away. So there is your 5th gen. Probably 60 AI super flankers airborne now. There was me gulping tea. First AMRAM's out at break 75 nautical miles from Enfield 11. Ich liebe dich, Enfield 11. Fire more.
Simba, is there a chance that a Mad Dog missile could be a problem for them?
Mad dogging will only work if you're inside a 10 and your head on.
One of you's asked to have blue smoke trails on these AIM 120s. We've tried it, but it just gets lost in the sky and it looks crap. So I'm going to leave them as white. 54 miles between. Now, it's incredibly important these guys dispatch these flankers before they get within 20 miles. Have they got the common sense to do that? This guy's got 2 missiles out. Okay, this guy's fired again. They have the ability to support 8 missiles per run, I think. Missiles off power and gliding down. It's all going to be about the PK, the probability of kill of these missiles. If you get enough probability of kill, they'll win. If the flankers dodge them, it becomes problematic. But no one's spotted these guys down here yet, my guys. Oh look, they're even doing formation. Hey guys.
We have discipline.
Right, missiles are coming in now. Lots and lots of missiles. Now, what should happen if these AI are going to do their job, is they'll fire the missiles and then they'll go home. That's what a real Raptor would do. So he gets rid of 6 missiles, turns around, goes home. We don't want them using their sidewinds. If we do that, they're dead Raptors. Pow. 2 SUs down. 14 missiles, 15 missiles fired. You can see he's fired his 6 missiles. He's put his flaps down, which is weird, I know. And he's turning around and going home. The AI is working. Today is all about how smart the AI is in game at the moment. If it's dumb, they'll do crap. If it's good, he's just fired a missile. He's just fired a missile. I did not expect to see a Russian missile, but one's just been fired.
Operation Lights Out, come right, heading 293.
Now, can that Raptor do it? The Raptor got a little bit too overzealous.
The pressure
I got a lock.
slot.
Lost track.
I got a lock on a
Wow.
freaking F-22.
All right, flight. Do what you're going to do.
I'm very happy right now.
The person who's behind Sim, just be careful. If there is server lag, it could be a bad.
Dodge fly?
Yeah, I'm down and to the right, so I'm okay.
Didn't see that
Never
coming.
noticed that missile.
Didn't see you coming, did you? Did you fly?
No.
2 Raptors RTB. They will go home and they will rearm if it works. Oh, this is exciting. I'm excited. And I rarely get excited about anything anymore. My guys doing their thing. Oh, Violet and Grump are now getting in the action. Look, they're doing a thing. Yeah, I said it, doing a thing. Look at Break Violet flying all maturely. There's another missile out. That pink missile is Russian. Oh! R-77 is on the RTB guys. They found the RTB guys. Look at that. And it's tracking. Oh, I did not see that.
Is it because they put their flaps down?
Yep, but well, I think it's because they're behind. They've got 0 stealth behind, which is true. A Raptor is not stealthy from behind. I can tell you that right now. You can see the turbine fan. They've gone evade some dodge jet, but
I'm just going gate to push this shot out.
Pilot gate.
Grump Fox 3.
come on, guys, cover them. There must have been a hold up at the base. There was a bit of a hold up and there's a gap. Come on, keep going home. Keep going home. But these guys are here on the cover. 3rd Raptor RTB. Grump and Violet are firing.
Flight, let's go hot and get there. Try and get shots off before we lose half our fleet.
You say the word and we'll...
Okie dokie.
Kicking the cans.
I'm all about kicking the cans, guys. Lots more Russian missiles out than I thought. Oh, this guy's dead. We're going to lose Rat. He's just not made any progress.
Yeah, right now we're not... Nothing is being vectored towards us. So when we get halfway between Victor Charlie and Whiskey Charlie, we can start thinking about going north.
4 RTB Raptors. They've not got out quick enough. They should have just lit the cans and go on. They're being knobs and just flying around in circles. The AI is breaking down. Already.
Maybe because they're still sticking off from the airport?
Oh, a thing's gonna happen!
Okay, we got missiles out coming from them. We're gonna have to egress. We got missiles, Fox 3, going defensive.
No defensive.
Go full afterburner. We're gonna go... go 340.
340, copy.
Hi, Grump!
Oh. Uh-oh.
Violet and Grump dead! Violet and Grump dead! They got too close. Oh, they attracted the masses. The hordes of zombies. The internet is not going to be happy. This is not going well, and it's not how it worked in single player, which is really interesting. Again, you can't test multiplayer, mass multiplayer until you test it. And there's a whole bunch of different variables, so it will change everything. All right, well, let's keep going.
You can bring them down to the Comet, to the peanut gallery, since they can't fly anymore.
Can't fly anymore.
You two, you can go in, super flankers.
Yeah, so just so you know, we didn't get any missile warnings.
Huh. That's interesting. Same thing with Fly. I wonder why that's happening all of a sudden. Oh, no, explain why you're dead. There's a Raptor. Oh.
Yep.
With the major threat now taken care of, can we don't turn more north?
We don't want to get picked up by the AI.
So you said we're in,
Jump on your flankers, go and do things.
Copy.
Copy.
Welcome back to the good side.
Oof.
The
The
happy to be back.
overwhelming
Yay, Grumpnick.
force.
Alright guys, we can turn to 340.
Stealth's doing his job with this guy.
They're gonna have missiles raining down on them as they're trying to get off the ground.
1 WV ram. Ooh.
I'm all about the WV rams. Oh god, it's become an absolute... I don't know, really have a word for it. Oh, dearie me. These guys can't... These guys aren't even fighters, they're all RTB. They've used all their missiles up. These guys have just got caught out. There was just too much. I think after this we'll run it again, but I'll let the AI Raptors all take off at once like they want to. And see if they can do a bit better. Wow, the power of the masses, guys. The power of the blob. And I'm no fan of the blob.
Maybe cause of they not take off from the same airfield.
No,
it's so many different.
I deliberately made them take off slower because in single player it actually helped them. Multiplayer, not so much. The blob just took over. Red have fired 103 RS-77s. They just can't handle it. Yeah, they're getting shot as they take off. Right, flankers, go north, try and get a kill before I reset and try a different tactic for blues. Nasams is firing now. Reds are now spawn camping.
There's one at 100 nautical miles.
Yeah, I've locked the second one. Just waiting to get to missile parameters.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
The Soviet might of the numbers game.
It really does. Every time we have these big numbers games, they do so well. It breaks down the ability to fight once you have so many guys in the air at once.
Oh, NASAMs are shooting.
Yep.
I just picked up the AWACS on radar.
They're all around the base. They're all around the base. Oh, Raptor!
Isn't it that the reason why a high tier, low tier makes it so important? So you get the numbers?
Oh dear, this guy's already chaffing. He's only just taken off. Oh, I feel so sorry for you.
Would that be, could we codename Vulture for those flankers?
Sure. Yep, they are vultures. They're just hovering around waiting for the guys to spawn camp. Well, you know what? I mean, everything's worked fair and square. The AI is more or less... I mean, no one's done anything really, really stupid. It's just the numbers. It's the numbers game. There were so many reds in the air at once. I mean, there are so many reds. Well over 100. What are you going to do? And then they don't just sit there and accept AMRAMs. They dodge, you know, at full skill level. Oh, this guy's about to get pasted. And I think it's about... yeah, almost all 20 Raptors have gone up. Oh, 15 Raptors down.
Bloody.
The guys are firing.
Very bloody.
Oh, an AWACS just went down. What happened there? These R-77s, don't count them off. They're good missiles, value viewers. I've died when I had meteors. I've died to these missiles. They're heavily maneuvering missiles. They're almost impossible to dodge. The vulture. Oh, the vultures are going for the AWACS. I am a vulture.
Head on.
One reason I worry about China so much, they have the ability to... Maybe they're not going to make as good planes as F-35s, but if they make 10 times more, ain't really going to matter.
Let's see what I can do here against AWACS.
Missiles on second AWACS. Last Raptor spawning as far as I can tell. Only 27 Supermax now.
Looks like even the AI are heading for the AWACS too.
Yeah.
177 R-77s have been fired.
Oh my goodness, valued viewers. Run, Raptor, run! No, he's turned his turbine section to the wind. Don't do it. Oh, wow. A thing happened. 2 Raptors up, maybe they'll do something. Oh, missile's about to hit the AWACS. Now, once the AWACS goes down, the GR missiles no longer guide. I mean, they do a bit, but they don't much. About the best way I can explain it. We have to design these missiles differently to core game missiles.
Oh,
Both
we have enough
AWACS are
numbers
gone.
to do that. Gormick think that we should go land on base.
Go on then. NASAMS is probably out of ammo by now. How do the Raptors dodge so much? It's a mixture of chaff, but it's mainly their radar cross-section is so small. Missiles really struggle to kill it. I mean, look at that. Especially when they're highlighted against the ground. This is expensive for America. Oh, we're right past him. We've got to watch this to the end, viewers. We've got to watch. I bet there's a lot of red friendly fire going on. That many Fox 3s. I can't remember if our scoreboard catches it or not. This poor chap's spinning around in circles, getting pelted. Oh, he's killed himself. Oof. Miss. And I was going to take the friggin' runway out by friggin' accident. Frig. Runway's down. That probably will actually stop them taking off. Huh. How about that?
Let's strafe them.
God.
We will land.
Sam still have ammo.
Go high to die, my friend. Go high to friggin' die. I think that's it. I don't think... The last Raptor's taking off, and he can't take off because the runway's ruined. Guys, I'm pressing pause now. That didn't work so good. They followed their orders. They did what they were supposed to do. They were overwhelmed. It was simple as that, guys. Humans also had some troubles, but, you know, the humans play a very small part in this. Guys, I'm going to restart it again and give them a second go. But this time I'm going to let them take off en masse and see if it helps. All right, valued viewers, same thing, but this time the Raptors can all take off at once like they want to, and the Raptors get respawns this time, so they can keep respawning. From what I've seen, I don't think it's going to make any difference. I'm unpausing now, guys. Comms are the same as last time.
We're still going to do STT, but we're going to lob those things out, give it a couple of seconds, go to the next target. We're going to have to...
Okay.
We're just going to have to spam these motherfuckers out.
And then we're gonna have to egress a lot sooner.
What I felt, and I've seen this a lot in the battles we do, as long as the baddies are coming in a big giant wave, which they more or less are, it overwhelms everything. It overwhelms Aegis, it overwhelms Patriot. There's just too much stuff on your radar screen, and you just can't be tactical about it. If they were dribbling through in pairs, 5 minutes later, another pair, 5 minutes later, another pair,
Good grief.
this would work.
Thanks, Fire Dad.
Get another one.
Chance to use all of our fuel last time, so we're just gonna stay in burner for a second.
But because they're coming in this massive, overwhelming wave, you just don't have enough. It's not even the firepower. They've got the firepower enough. You almost need like an Aegis Aegis system on board these planes to tell which missiles to go for which baddie to deconflict. You just can't do that. Not to this scale. You can do it in a flight of 4, but 20 planes can't deconflict their missiles. It's too much. Can't be done.
Simba, did you have a problem there?
Come on in, let's watch you.
Negative.
Let's watch you fools.
I had a lag in the turn.
You had some lag with my terrible server. That will happen,
Yes,
guys.
sir.
Operation Lights Out. Remember, heading 265. Climb to
Yeah,
10,000.
I'm rolling out.
Go, Operation Lights Out, go.
What is on Supercap's Christmas list?
I'm don't want or deserve anything. I'm just
Lump of coal it is.
I'm just happy to make enough money to pay for these exuberant bills we're getting at the moment. If I can do that, I'm happy, guys.
Sounds like coal might be useful then.
Yeah, semi-cold. I actually really want that at the moment. I'm trying to find ways of heating the house at the moment. I've just got a smart meter, valued viewers, to try and figure out where all this stupid electricity is going. Oh, don't crash. Sorry about the jerking, guys.
Servers.
That's the reason why you are so bad capping the last time.
Maybe.
Because you wanted so much coal.
Okay, Raptors are going up. Now, see if I'm letting them take off as they want now. So every few seconds, one will take off. The only problem you're going to get, viewers, with this is, and why I didn't want to do it in testing, is that they're all going to fire their missiles on the first bunch of targets because they can't deconflict. They can only deconflict as a 4-ship. A bunch of 4 ships can't deconflict. It's just not possible. Fly's off to do his fly thing. Hello, Fly.
Hello.
I'm gonna head more northeast and come down from the top.
I've slowed down to like 680 kilometers. Heading at
No,
265.
stay full mill.
Okay.
It's a long trek.
Probably 10 Raptors airborne already. There they are, look.
I do imagine that we're going to get some human F-22s coming this way now. They know what we did last time.
Negative.
I think if they try to isolate, try to come down and mess with us, they're just going to get wasted.
I don't think they remembered that their missiles are tied to data link.
A blue weapon out.
Alright, with one within 110, Fox 3. Pushing targets. Fox 3.
Chance start on long range. RTB.
Yep, go ahead, RTB. Fox 3.
Missiles out from
Yes.
Violet and Grump.
Yep, I definitely got missile warnings, so...
Yeah. Right, first missile out, long range, max range shots, which is what Raptor should do. Launch them at 80 miles, turn around, go home. There's no reason to put a Raptor in threat at all. I wish I could tell the AI to do that. Just launch them now. They'll get there. They'll get over those distances. Take a while. Turn around. By the time you've turned around, gone back and refueled, you're back up again. Wow, look at these guys. These guys have, Grump and Co have just rippled them all off. Smash, 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 all different targets. You can do that with GR missiles. You can STT, fire 6, fire 8, fire 12. Just turn around and go home. You don't need to support them. As long as you've got an AWACS up. I'm so high. She's turning around. Look at Violet doing what she's told. She's turning around and going home. I'm so proud, Violet. It brings a tear to my eye.
No, I think she's headed towards the battle.
Oh, could be that. Last Raptor going up. How about that? Things about to get tasty.
I still see so many reds in the air.
Interesting. The blob can never be beaten, guys. Once you're with blob, remember we used to raid other people's servers. We can't anymore because we're just too big. We can't fit anymore.
Blue has launched 26 they're just sending them at this point.
I just realised I've not got a scoreboard on. I'm such a knob. 35 missiles. Now here's the problem. All those missiles are going on that one freaking guy, which is why I had to space them out like I did before, viewers.
So one guy's going to be really dead, is what you're telling me.
They're going to do worse than last time. Well. I mean,
Someone fired a red missile.
Thing is, this is as realistic as you can set it up. The RCS are at a cross-section of detectability. The missiles, they're pretty dang close to how they would be, you know.
The German has fired his load.
Go on, Fly.
Yeah.
We're proud of you.
It now only need to find that thing I am illuminating. Nice.
No,
Lost log.
Fired at.
Violet
hate
has
my
gone
life.
home. Violet has gone home, guys. I'm so proud. Right, one
Who is this
SU-35
fake
down.
Violet?
Right. Well, he's definitely under Grump's thumb at the moment. I bet he's laying a lot of Fs into Violet at the moment. Effing go home. Effing, effing, effing. So many missiles. Not really sure what to watch. That one will be satisfying for his viewers, won't it? Remember, the Reds can't see these missiles on data link. Oh, you got a warning that time, didn't you, Fly? Smack!
Yeah. Last moment,
Get
suddenly.
another one.
Turn heading 300, light the Kings.
Guys, I expect one of the reasons we've got bugs with RWR is probably because my server can't handle so many. There's too much going on. There's too many RWRs for it to think about.
How fast that thing got me.
Yeah.
I had the RWR tone and like a second after I was dead.
Yeah, it's annoying.
It might be a similar situation. They may take off in a blob this time, but that base is just going to get swarmed by the masses.
Half of those Raptors have fired their load and going home. Look, they're all going home. Here's the problem. Those missiles are out and there's break. 102 missiles. They've only started with 120. So that is 80% of the missiles are now airborne. But what's the PK going to be like with such a, you know, it's going to be crap. I reckon it'll do worse than last time. Too much to look at. Oh my god, look at that. Very laggy.
All right,
today.
lights out. We're holding this vector to try and still stay out of the eyes of blue air. We're trying to get ahead of the humans that are RTBing, because I got a feeling that they're going to RTB, refrag, and come our way. So this should get us to at least within launch parameters of the AWACS.
I'm in a blob again.
I see Simba's playing the strategic game.
Let's watch Wardog get picked out of the blob somehow. It's actually working so well. They've created a beautiful no man's land of break. 30 miles, which is beyond what the Su-35 can fire at. So far it's working, you viewers. Will it sustain? God, that guy took him. 10
Do you
down.
like your No
I
Man's
think the
Land?
humans are going to have to choose
I do,
between
I
the
love
blob
No
and
Man's
us.
Remember, they can respawn as well this time. I don't know whether they should be able to or not, but, you know, I've got to give them some sort of chance.
I picked up an expensive target on radar.
Oh, how about that? You got one. Well done. Well done. Can't find you.
Lights out. Turn heading 345. Eyes for target. Be advised, you will be 110 nautical miles from your first target.
Valued viewers, I've got a job for you if anyone's interested. We now have the ability to assign monetary US dollar value to everything we have here to see how much these wars cost. I need someone to spend hours researching all the costs. If anyone's interested in that, please track me down if you've got time to burn. All Raptors are RTB. All are RTB in this weird limp mode they do when they're RTB. Oh dearie me. And they've only killed 10.
Okay, just a little bit too much speed. Overshot the runway by about 300 feet.
That's no good.
It does so many
12
dynamics.
AMRAMs per kill.
It's right. It's the thing. If you fire 10 AMRAMs on one guy and the first one misses, they'll all miss. Because by that time, he's gone evasive and he's dodged and gone down to low altitude. In which case, the other 9 are no good. Which is why I tried to avoid this by doing the separation at the beginning. This isn't possible to win.
Oh no, they are on the run and the blob is coming for them.
I am the blob and I'm coming for you with my afterburners on. I don't care if I run out of fuel, I am the blob. They're actually pretty efficient up, but as we found in our drag races, up here at Mach, I don't know, 1.5, their fuel burn's not actually that bad. I think you managed, what, 275 miles on full burn at this altitude?
Half Warthog.
Then,
I just looked up cost of the AMRAMs. Just the 120 they fired is $130.8 million.
right.
Cannonball bird fired at your target is approximately 350. 69.
Oh,
I've got him
I have
locked up.
someone
I'm just
locked
waiting
at
to get him to LA.
355, yep.
I gotta watch the blob. The blob is everything at the moment, guys. Violet and Grump are taking off.
I'm gonna make an immediate left and try and get some shots on it.
Yep.
That number is
Oh,
gonna...
the blob is just
God. Oh my God, the blob.
Block 3.
Oh god, Kevin's dying.
bird fired at.
Three.
Oh,
Fire and
God.
turn left.
Italian missiles.
Cranking left. I'm got a shot on the first one. Closest one.
The blob
Shot out
is...
on the first one.
The blob's screwed. Not the blob. The opposite of the blob. The Raptors are screwed. Oh, ach, my God.
Fox 3.
They're all going after Violet and Grump. Oh.
Oh, these missiles coming out. Wow. Oh, I shot myself down.
Oh my God, look at Violet. Violet's got all the minutes.
Alright, you guys can go back on heading.
Oh my God. They're like they've been herded. You know how dolphins herd fish? The dolphins are herding the fish.
I think Cap is not very happy.
Feel free to bring him back to the peanut gallery.
I've done my best. I've set this up as best as I can. I've got nothing left. I've got nothing left to make this any better. They've done worse. I told you I was right. The other way around would be more
One
efficient.
AWACS down.
Oh, well done, boys.
Good kill.
I'm just going to watch Grump and Thingy trying to take off. It was so funny.
Fox 3 on that second one.
Do they take off and immediately eat rush missiles?
If you're wondering why these RTB ones don't use their sidewinders, viewers, once they're in RTB mode, that's it. They can't fight. That's how the game works. Once they're in RTB mode, they're RTB, and they will not fight anymore. It's just a shortcoming of the game, and I don't know. It's just how it is. It's, you know.
Oh, and
Yeah.
Grab is out.
Yeah, they're out. All right, I'll bring them back
Cranking
in.
right to land at their base.
All right, guys. Yeah, that was even worse. That was even worse, Crump.
Hey, you guys got to land once.
All right, Reds. I'll let you land at the base, at the baddie base, and then you can't beat
It's the numbers.
the numbers. Just like Grump said.
I knew it. They were going to be aggressive.
If they dribbled in over the course of 2 hours, you could do it. If they come in at once,
Bird with a second AWACS.
they're just unstoppable.
See, this is why Leonidas used thermal PA to beat the Persians.
I guess the natural follow-up question is, what about if you had the serial killer mode, the F-22 with the 28 AMRAAMs, would that solve the problem? The problem, I'll tell you the problem, why that's not possible, why that won't work. I can put 28 missiles on a Raptor for you viewers. I can put 100 missiles on it if you want. The problem is, if I do that, I've got to up the radar cross-section substantially, the detectability, which means that these guys would then be firing on the Raptors at the maximum range of 60 miles. So it's just not going to help. Stealth is still the best way of doing it, but it's just not possible. And they only go 20 this time. God. Right, you've got one job now, which is to land. I think we've done this to death. The viewers are going to be very upset. They're very upset. But like I said, lots of work has gone into making this as realistically as possible. I know you won't like the results. Disclaimer as ever, we don't script our thing to get views. It is just sometimes the good guys are going to lose.
Holy
How do you fly? Bye, Fly. You're not landing.
Oh, fuck, I forgot for Nathan.
You did forget the NASAMs. Fly.
Hey,
You forgot the
Simba.
NASAMs.
Yeah.
You got enough room on your lap
Huh.
for
I
for me?
do.
Go on then, open the canopy and let him in.
Yeah.
AI is not stupid enough to go in at NASAMs. Boys, not so much.
I just pulled in like 6 NASAMs.
You also pulled yourself in, I believe. The blob doesn't know what to do. Look at the blob's dynamics now, valued viewers. Blob is like, what does blob do? It's used all its fuel up. It can't get back to base. I am blob. I will just go at 240 knots and not understand.
I don't think I can trust red air.
I wouldn't trust Red Air. I wouldn't trust this NASAMs either, Simba! Bang!
Oh!
Can anyone make it down?
Can 100 Su-35s take out NASAMs?
Huh. Look, here's the thing. All of those Raptors got all of their missiles out. They fired 127 AIM-120D, so they all got all of their missiles out. It's just you can't do it. The dynamics of the blob are unkillable. And remember, these are not just schmucks that are going to sit down and die. These are AI in a good plane set to maximum skill level. They take a lot of beating to kill them. Guys, while the other guys suffer at the hands of NASAMs, has anyone got anything intelligent to say? I mean, I think this is clear cut as one we've ever done, to be honest.
I mean, it's very interesting when you have to tell Violet that she's got 25 missiles on her.
Huh. Yep, that did happen. Right, it's just you fired out of land. That's an hors d'oeuvre. I think I see what Blob's doing. I think Blob is landing at Kingsfield. Blob is landing at Kingsfield. Ich bin Blob.
Oh, they're smart. They're landing at the place that doesn't have NASAMs.
They're like dinosaurs. They flock.
Is that what dinosaurs do, Cap?
I believe I watched some movie once and they told me that they flock. There you go. Blob also travels in herds when low on fuel.
That's an interesting runway to land at, too.
Isn't there like 2 parking spots on that airfield?
Blob, they'll just pile up on top of each other. Oh, kudos to little AMD as well. AMD hosted all of this, and it didn't crash once. It got a bit laggy. Well, touch wood, it didn't crash. Come on, land, Blob. Ich bin Blob. Look at them all. That's amazing.
Wait, where did their flaps go?
Look how uniform they are, and look how computerized they are. Can you imagine Grim Reapers flying like that? No.
Yeah, no chance. Not good enough. Not enough brain.
Right. Blob is endless.
Second Su-35 in the flight there is missing his flaps.
Oh, I don't reckon it's got enough runway, Grump. I reckon they've chosen a really bad airfield for this.
You're gonna continue with the land.
Oh, it's got parachutes!
He's continuing with the land.
Right, come on. I want to see how Blob gets in the 2 parking spaces at Kingsfield. Oh, look at that! Oh, cheetah!
Cheetahs!
They are learning. He disappeared!
Oh! He disappeared.
Wow.
All the others are bolstering.
Oh, God. What have we done to AI?
Turned Cap into a seagull.
Right? Possible convergence, guys. Possible convergence. Well, they do say that AI is going to... Oh, no, it's gone.
Oh.
They do say that
landing
YouTube...
gear, Dad. Landing gear. Gear down.
Gear down. They do say the YouTubers won't have a job soon because AI are going to take over making YouTube videos. They can already make better videos than I can make. So, you know what? If this is what I've got to compete against, then I think I'm all right, guys.
Yes, we've taken Larnaca with our one plane.
Oh, there you go. They're all 10 off.
The one plane.
Yeah, what a fight, lad.
20 other.
All right, guys. I think that's as long as we can drag that out. No 5th gen will not take on a whole massive bunch of 4th gen. It's not possible for all the reasons we've said. I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you later.